You know, it's not often you get to see almost 30 years of the Mercedes E-Classes lined up like this. Now, I know some of you purists are going to say the W123 is not officially an E-Class, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to include it in my E-Class parade of Mercedes-Benz. This spans, almost 30 years, starting in 1976 with this W123, and here we have the W124, and over there we have the W211, and then following that the W212. And you can see the progression here. You can kind of see, okay, they all have Mercedes grills, but there's some drastic design changes here. Here's the W123 grill and headlights. Now let's move over to the W124. You can see it's a progression. You can kind of see some of the similarities. Still has the hood star, still has the bars. And then moving on, we're going to take a look at the W211. Now I know I'm missing the W210. I'm sorry I didn't have a W210 around here to show you. How much has changed here? Okay, the headlights have changed. The grille, yeah, the similarity, still the hood star. That's the common thing here. We have the hood star still on this W211. And then finally, the W212 introduced in 2010. Look at the headlights, got really crazy, didn't they? Look at that. But you still see the classic Mercedes grille here and the hood star. Don't we all love these hood stars? You know, my kids used to make fun of me because they'd come out when I'd get ready to take them to go to school, and they'd do this. And they'd sit there in the car waiting for me to come and get in the car, and I'd get in the car, and I would stop, and I'd get out of the car, and I'd have to come over and straighten this up before I could drive, and they would just sit there in the car and just laugh. They knew their old man had to have the shining star upright to guide him on his way. There are also some drastic technological advances. When you're sitting looking at the hood star, you also have to look at the dash in the front interior here while you're driving the car. So I'm going to give you a brief glance of all four of these cars. You're inside the W123. Now you're looking at the dash in a W124. This is a 1987 300E. You can notice the similarities, but it's slowly evolving. Now we're in the inside of a 2004 E500. This is the W211. I'm sorry we're missing the W210, but you can see they're starting to change the overall look of the interiors on their E-Class. With the introduction of the W212 in 2010, wow, we got to see a lot more buttons on the steering wheel, paddle shifters, look at the instrumentation. But you can still see that the Mercedes keeps the headlight switch in the same position, the parking brake release, but notice we've gone to an electronic shifter on the column. Now, over the last 20 years, I can't recall, it's probably hundreds of times, people have emailed me, they've made comments on a YouTube video, say, Kent, what's the best Mercedes? And I'm scratching my head and I'm thinking, how do you answer that? Other times they'll say, I want to buy an old Mercedes. What's the best one to buy? How easy do you think that is to answer? So I'm going to give all of you viewers a shot at answering that question. What E-Class here do you think's the best? And tell me why.